Welcome, my peace, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It would be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peace, my peoples. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, and I hope you have a wonderful time and enjoy your day and your holidays with your family. Let's talk about Marriage Boot Camp Season 9, Episode 10. It's over. It's done. This is the finale. No more. So, anyways, let's start off with Diandra. They start off the episode with Diandra getting upset and getting mad and running upstairs, telling Javi, what if Kale's upstairs with somebody? Megan could be up there with some guys. And I thought that was just so funny how, like, he sounds so immature, but he sounds like he really liked Megan. So it sounds like he's attracted to Megan, that he likes Megan, he wants to be with her. So he does have feeling for her. I believe he does. And then, just him like, yo, let's go up there, man. Come on, let's get up there. Let's get up them stairs. And so, Peter's the last one because Peter's grabbing a drink or whatever. See, there go Peter right there. I thought that was really funny. And so, anyways, so we start off the episode with that, and then all the ladies, they're in their room, they're talking, and basically, they asked Megan, like, Megan, do you think that, Diandra got any phone numbers? She was like, probably, yeah. Of course he would have probably got numbers because you guys are not in a real relationship. He was just your hired help. You really wasn't into him. You wasn't feeling him in that way. So it just seems like, she shouldn't even get upset or get mad or anything. But if Diandra really wanted to prove to the world and prove to her, and everybody else that he was really serious about the situation, he wouldn't have got any numbers. But you got to think about it, he haven't had sex with Megan in 2 years. They're supposed to be dating, they're supposed to trying to be working things out, but there's no type of emotional love, there's no type of comfort, there's not even like a kiss here, a hug there, or just being nice to one another. So basically people are going to seek out companionship. Like, it's like they didn't have companionship. And then she's talking about she brought him sneakers and stuff like that, like she buys him stuff. And but Megan feels like, yo, he's after my money, he's trying to stick me for my cheddar, It's like, yo, okay. So anyways, so Kale, she feels betrayed right now because she feels like she was getting all the backlash from when she cheated on Harvey, whatever his name is. It Harvey? I forgot his name. So Javi, cheating on Javi, and and all the backlash she got from that. People basically calling her like names and saying that she was wrong cheating on her husband, which she was. Like, let's not get that twisted. She was wrong for cheating on her husband, but at the same damn time he was cheating too. So he's not innocent, but basically he let her take all the brunt of the relationship and all the faults when he was actually doing something else. So basically she's not going to forgive him. She has moved on. And I was like, damn, I wanted them to possibly work out because they did get married, they did love each other at one point in time, but it seems like the love went out the window. And it's like, so it is what it is. And then they talked to Amina, like the girls, they talked to Amina like, how do you feel about Peter or whatever? And Amina's like, I'll move to New York, you know. And then, I asked her, would you do it for, are you doing it for him? Are you doing it for you? What are you doing it for? She was, I'm doing it for both. So, like, Amina is still that little girl in that room, like, but it's time for her to wake up. It's time for her to grow up. It's time for her to be mature, to realize that, she can't have what she wants with Peter. It's just what it is. But it hurts so much to let something that you love go. And I guess she doesn't want it. She'd rather have a piece of man than not to have a man at all. And there's a song, I forgot who sings that song, but you rather have a piece of man than not to have a man at all. And that's basically how she feels. And she probably feels like, he gotta love me somehow because I had his babies, and plus he married me, so he gotta love me more. But Peter doesn't even love himself right now because Peter is also dealing with being sexually abused as a child by a woman. So maybe he doesn't see women and the light that they supposed to be looked at because he was betrayed and hurt by one as a child. So he might have formed some type of situation in his head where he feels that he has to hurt a woman before the woman can actually hurt him because he was actually hurt by a woman. So I don't know, it is what it is with that situation. So damn, Amina. So now we get to the evaluation with Judge Tola. Judge Tola, she's so beautiful. I love Judge Tola. I love Judge Hatchet, Judge Maybelline, Judge Judy. So anyways, Judge told her she just got older and got more beautiful like crazy. So anyways, moving on from that, we get to JJ and Julia. So she's giving them their final evaluation. She's telling, Julia, that's I'm so glad that now you can talk for yourself. You can stand up for yourself. You can be your own person. You can make your own decisions. You're not so timid, and you're not letting your husband that, committed suicide affect the rest of your life and how you're going to be in a relationship with somebody. Like, you can actually speak up. What happened to you doesn't have to hold you back or keep you away from love. And then basically JJ actually, making a choice, actually deciding whether he wants to be with Julia, or if he wants to be with his ex-wife, or if he still loves his ex-wife, but actually making a decision. And so then moving on from that, you know, yeah, like, what's up with JJ? Do you still love your ex-wife? Are you still gonna try to get back with her when you get back to Colorado? What's up? What's the deal with that? And so then it's Megan and Diandra, and Judge Tola tells Megan that I'm so proud of you. Like, you change, you're so much mature. Like, you have grown. I have seen some of your intellectual capabilities, and no one's saying Megan is dumb. Megan's not dumb at all, because she's on this show trying to make money, trying to provide for her family. And that's what DeAndre said he respects her for, because she helps take care of her family. And then she was on Bad Girls Club. I really liked Megan on Bad Girls Club. Then she was on Basketball Wives, and now she's here on marriage boot camp. She'll be on couples therapy next, or whatever. So, but Megan's not dumb. She's not ignorant, but she comes off as very superficial, very mean, and very bitter. And that could possibly be because she was abandoned as a child. So she has to have a rough exterior, and she has to, hurt you before you hurt her. Or she feels like, she doesn't care if she has a bond or a relationship with anybody, because she didn't have that bond and that nurturing relationship with her father and her mother. She only had it from her grandmother. But some people that do grow up with their grandmother do not turn out to act or be like Megan, but everybody's different. So basically, Judge told us, I know you smart, I know you intelligent, stop playing these games or whatever. And basically, Judge Tola tells, DeAndre that, she's so happy that he's actually speaking up for himself. He's actually talking. He's not a hermit. He's not in a corner anymore. He's actually, talking. He's actually thinking for himself. He's actually making decisions. So she's proud of him. So then they get to Cal. And so, Judge Tola tells Cal that, she's very mature. And she's gonna be good. She's gonna be all right. And basically, she told Javi, you need to grow up and you need to be a man. You need to take some responsibility. You need to be a man and stop playing these childish games. Basically, him holding child support and all this other stuff over her head and threatening this and threatening that. When you do something like that to somebody, that makes them not ever want to trust you, because now, even though you're making them empty threats, that person can believe that them threats are real and worry about that and not become a part of their conscience, their psyche. And so every time they see you, they see them threats, they see harm, they see danger. And he basically messed up his own relationship by doing that. He's not the only one that messed up the relationship, because she actually cheated on him, and then she actually wasn't sorry for it, but then he was cheating on her at the same damn time. So him threatening her and want to take her for child support, and then knowing that he had a secret that he was cheating on her too as well, so that makes him even more of a bad character and the bad characteristics that he does have. And he needs to work on that, because he gets into another relationship, he has to be more open and be honest and be real. And if they have an argument or they have problems, not to try to find something that he can use over their head to keep them hostage, keep them in prison to him. And that's not cool. And so then, moving on from that, she was like, yo, you need to be a real man. So we get to Amina and Peter, and basically it's Peter, she said Peter came here saying that he was the wrong one, he's the bad one, he did wrong, he's Mr. Wrong. And basically but he needs to work on to find out. Now he knows that he needs to commit to something. He needs to either commit to just being a father of these children, or being in one of these women's life and committing to them. If not, then don't commit. But he is standing his ground, and he hasn't lied. He doesn't know if he could be faithful to Amina or be with Amina. And what did she say to Amina? That that she's just she she knows what she got into, basically, and it's up to Amina to actually, now she sees the truth. The truth is plain in her eyes. The truth has been in her eyes. The truth has been in her face. But maybe with people actually talking to her and not downing her and pointing the finger at her, maybe she's able to, heave to the message of what, she's supposed to learn at this 10-day boot camp. And so we get Asifa and we get Asifa and we get Bob and Bobby. And basically it's like, she was like, I don't know if you guys are used to each other, you're used to arguments, you're used to this, you're used to fighting, and used to making up. And basically that's the fundamental of their relationship. And Asifa actually thinking that she can't get better, she can't do better because she's 34 years old, she can't find another man, so she's settling. And basically Bobby actually seeing the change, and Bobby actually, so used to that type of relationship that he's content. And basically they're content with their relationship just here. And damn, it's like crazy. And so, Pete, so, everybody's in the house just talking basically whether they're going to give the ring or not and all this other stuff. And then, Dr. Ish and Dr. V is talking about there's going to be a special guest coming. And I knew from the beginning that Tyra was going to make an appearance on the show, because I just know Tyra. She's about that paper. She's about that money. And plus, they're talking about, like, they're using her name all up and down this show. And he's calling her and it says Tyra voicemail. So she's like, yo, I should be getting some type of credit. I should be getting paid. And Tyra's is pretty, petite. She's really pissed at the situation, and she's gonna get here and she's gonna let them know. And so Megan finds out that Diandra got numbers, and she's not surprised. She's kind of upset about the situation, but it's whatever, because she don't really like Diandra. She's not feeling that he's not the type of man that she wants to be with. And I guess she felt like she helped him a little bit, and he ain't taking that rope and climbing up. So, oh well, let me go back to what I'm used to, and that's the athletes and stuff like that. And so JJ and Julia, they both give each other rings, so they're gonna possibly stay together. But then we find out that they end up breaking up before they even hit the driveway, and they realize that Julia realized that JJ wasn't for her. When I saw JJ and Julia standing at the altar or whatever, and then she had on her makeup and her hair done, I was thinking in my head that JJ must think her makeup is horrendous. To me, I thought her makeup was beautiful. I thought she looked beautiful, but I bet JJ was looking like, look at her greasy face, look at all that makeup she has on, look at this, look at her hair, oh my god, she looks like she gained some weight, because that's so anyways, they are separated, because the biggest question is he never really answered that question, whether he was actually still in love with his ex-wife, and will he continue to try to pursue his ex-wife, and does he want to be back with his ex-wife if his ex-wife would actually have him back. So anyways, they're not together anymore. And so then we move on. So then Tyra, she shows up and she's yelling and she's screaming, she's calling a muckery. And JJ and what's her name, Julia, are sitting there like, who's that loud person? Who's making that noise? Oh my god, I've never seen somebody so outraged. I've never seen somebody handle this stuff like that. Yeah, okay, JJ, you guys been throwing shots, whatever, for the longest. Like, they both was throwing shots saying that, Maggie could care less about, Diandra, and saying that Judge Tola is wrong because Megan has not changed. She came in at the same stubborn, mean person, and she still is. It's like, but hey, that's their perception of it. I have my perception of it. But yeah, I think Megan is mean. But I see where it comes from. And plus, she's trying to eat. She's trying to make money out here in these streets. So Tyra's down there. She was like, yo, you know what the problem is? The problem is that you two got together and did this and did not ask for permission. Who needs to get permission? Why do Peter need to get permission to be on this show? And why does Amina need to get permission to be on this show from Tyra when they're both a husband and a wife? You know what I mean? But I guess, what Tyra's trying to say is that you guys are on this show dragging my name all up in this show, you're making some corn off of our situation. So how come you didn't let me know? Because if you guys are using my name up and down the street, of course her name has to be involved, because she's the third wheel in the relationship where Peter wants to be back with her, and Peter is trying to pursue her. So now, Tyra's upset, she's mad, she's yelling, and it's just like, damn. I don't even know how they even put themselves in the situation. Tyra seems like she's, more rambunctious, she's more outspoken, and she's more determined. And so for now, she's not sleeping with Peter supposedly, but when they first, came to boot camp, Amina asked Peter, was he sleeping? Did he sleep with anybody else or whatever? And he said yes. So he didn't say it was Tyra, but she said it was Tyra or whatever. So it's like, why, if Tyra has this, Tyra is just as weak as Amina, but she can come off more strong and come off like, and actually tell Peter what she wants and yell at him and this and that. But she would be, vulnerable to having him back into her life. And when, Tyra was like, yo, you sleep in my bed and, you F me without a condom and you get me pregnant and then I come to find out you're married to somebody else. Yeah, after that, I would have never went back to Peter. We would have never had to have a chance to get back together or have anything sexual. Because if you leave me and you go marry another woman when Tyra wanted to be married to Peter, but he chose to marry Amina, whether it was to marry Amina to get her green card. That was the saying. I don't know if that's true, but Tyra, you took him back on national TV and you stayed with him for a while, and then you guys are almost like living in the same apartment building. So it's like they both allow Peter to do what he wants to do, so that's why he does it. And plus, Amina and Tyra are on the same boat, but it seems like Tyra can hold back longer, and Amina is more vulnerable and wants him back as well. But I think Amina and Tyra are the same. It's just that Tyra is able to speak louder and speak clearly about how she feels and how she feels betrayed, where Amina just pipes down and she lets Peter take control. So that's why Peter was like, you know what, I'm thinking about going towards Amina. You know what I mean? Because she's not like Tyra. Maybe, and then now he's seeing that Amina's kind of like speaking up on this show. So he's like, you know what? I don't know if I even want Amina now. So the doctors asked Peter, who does he want to be with? Who does he love more? He goes, oh, I can't say that, blah, blah, blah. And so they asked him, so if, Peter was like, F Amina because she moved to LA. So then that's when Tyra and Peter was, getting back together. So that's when Amina was like, nah, it was never F Amina because I went to LA. You were still calling me. You were still trying to get in my drawers. We were still doing our thing. And so the doctor finally, the doctor, Dr. Ish just finally was like, yo, so who do you want to be with? And so Peter was like, Amina left him with the California. Tyra said that she didn't want to be with me. And so the doctor said, so if Tyra said that she didn't want to be with you, would you be here today with Amina? And he said, no, probably not. So Amina already knew that because Amina kept saying throughout the show that if Tyra wanted him back, she can have him. So then why waste your time with Peter? But she rather hold on to something than to have nothing at all. And maybe in her head, and maybe the way Peter talks to her, she believed that Peter possibly can actually love her just as much as he loves Tyra, but he don't really love them. He don't even love himself. He don't know what love is because he's never even been in a committed relationship where he can stick it out, where he can work it out with somebody, where they can go through the ups and downs, where he doesn't run off and be with somebody. So he doesn't even know what love really is. So anyways, and so that was like, there go your answer, Amina. So Amina was like, so then Tyra was like, yo, I'd rather you hate me. I'm sick of you telling me that you love me and stuff like that. When you do what you do to me, when you go out and you marry somebody else and you get them pregnant and all this other stuff, I'd rather you hate me. At least I know where we stand. So anyways, Peter and Amina, they end up having a conversation and they conversate. And basically Peter was like, you was going to say no anyway because the ring box was empty, but she was like, no. She pulled the ring out of her breast and I was gonna say yes. So Amina still was gonna have some hope with Peter, but it's not going to work out that way. So hopefully she can actually just walk away from Peter. Hopefully she can just wake up, but she's still that child, because in that conversation where it was Peter, Tyra, and Amina, Tyra was yelling, Peter was saying a little bit, but Amina was like this in the corner. She was just quiet. She wasn't even saying anything. She wasn't, she seemed like she was stuck in between, that she didn't even know where she fits in, and she couldn't even speak up for herself. And so, and probably because she also feels hurt that this is the woman that she knows that Peter will rather be with than her, so that shit hurts. So anyways, Peter and Amina are over for now, but basically he's still calling her and he's still calling Tyra, but Amina is moving on in California. She's staying there. She's trying to get working and trying to do her music and things like that. And Peter's still doing the same thing he was doing, telling both of them that he loves them and he wants to be with them. I don't even know how they do it. I don't know how they put up with Peter. So anyways, it is what it is with that situation. So then we get, Javi and Kale, and basically Javi has the ring for, Kale, but Kale has the divorce papers. I don't know where she pulled them divorce papers out. Were they behind her back? Were they between her legs? What the hell were they? They handed it to her, and so she was like, "No, it's over, bro. It's over. We done. It's finito." And he's all crying, but damn, you did a lot to break this relationship up, and I think it's better that they are apart, because he would probably continue to threaten her and use, Lincoln over her head while they are still in a relationship, which it would be a bad relationship for their child to grow up in. So basically, Kale has graduated from college, and she had a baby 9 months ago with somebody else, and it's not Harvey, so it's all good. And Harvey's trying to date girls that are not on TV, people that just enjoy watching TV. Well, I just hope he learns how to be more mature in a relationship, and sometimes it takes ending a relationship to learn what to do better in a new relationship. But we also got, what's her name? Megan and, Diandra. Megan had no ring for Diandra, but Diandra did say wonderful things about Megan, that how strong she is and how she support him and lifts him up and how she takes care of her family. He really respects that. Then when he found out that she didn't have a ring for him, he threw the ring box in the river, in the water, whatever. He was upset. Then Megan hit him with something. She threw her ring box at him, and basically it's over between them. Megan is back to dating pro athletes and doing her thing, and Diandra is playing pro football over in China. So it is what it is. Megan needed to get her a athlete, and Diandra needs to find him a wholesome, sweet girl that's gonna love him for him, and also support him with trying to make decisions to better himself, but that can do it in a way where it's not nagging, it's not forceful, and it's not a threat. And Megan's back to what she's used to. She's used to men with making 900 figures, or making some type of figure. She's used to that lifestyle, and that's what she wants, and that's what she's comfortable with. And she wouldn't be able to get an athlete to come on the show with her unless he was totally in love with her. So anyways, it is what it is with that. I'm like, damn, they went down at like, and then Bobby and Asifa, they actually give each other rings. By the way, everybody did look beautiful and look nice for their ceremonies. And so Bobby gave Asifa a ring. Asifa gave Bobby a ring. And he actually proposed to Asifa, asked her to marry him and all that other good stuff. Everything was good for TV. So, like, this shit was so fake. Everybody was on here to get paid and get their status up. Not everybody, but most of them. So anyways, he proposed to, Asifa. They had the drink and they're so happy, but we find out that nothing has changed. There's no wedding date. There's no plans for the baby. The girl in the gym has moved on. She's gone. Bobby has slowed down on running from the situation. Like everyone said, that they are used to what they're in. They're used to their relationship. They wouldn't know how to function without having this chaotic relationship. And if someone comes into their relationship that can bring peace and calmness, one of them are going to disappear. But it seems like Asifa, she just really feels like she can't do better without JJ. Asifa feels like she can't do better without Bobby. And, she has some self-esteem issues, which is sad in itself, because it's just like, damn. Because, it's because of her self-esteem issues. And she possibly really do love, Bobby, because they was married once and they did have a child, but she got rid of it. But I think she really does love Bobby. And I think Bobby loves her too. But they just don't know how to exist together. Or is this just a TV relationship? I don't know. It just seems like there's a lot going on with each. It's a lot going on. So I guess that's it. Peace. I'm out. One love.